Alright, Scourge's orders were simple. I'll distract the Autobots while you attempt to try to take the key. And if you by any means fail, Scourge is gonna squish you like a bug. You hear me?
Yeah, whatever. Yes, sir.
Sup guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Studio Series Core Class Rise of the Beasts, what's his name again? Freezer. So when I first heard this figure was getting leaked, I thought it was a tiny version of those Terracon looking, expendable looking type of drones. But nope, turns out it's an actual character that's going to be in the movie. He's going to be like Frenzy, but he's going to look a little more uglier than Frenzy. And we'll have more arms than Frenzy. Also, we don't really know much of what this guy's gonna look like because we haven't really gotten a good look at him in the trailers. There was this one shot though, and that was when Optimus Prime was smashing Scorponok. You could see Anthony Ramos' character Noah shoot at something. It looks like 4 arms coming to grab at him. And that's like the closest thing we've got to seeing Freezer. Other than his CGI render in the Studio Series packaging. Painting and sculpting on this figure, it's actually pretty good. I kind of like the way this figure turned out. All of the dark broad pieces over here kind of mess it up for the little look. Oh yeah, and kibble management is well done. Oh yeah, and I like how the cannon is peeking under the bottom because that's a way of teasing the Studio Series Mixmaster for having no gun on the back. Oh yeah, and the heels for his feet are actually pegs, which we'll get to later. Oh yeah, and the hands over here are actually 5mm ports. That meaning you could store any type of weapon that can fit in a 5mm port. Also, why do I get the feeling this guy's going to be a huge pain in the butt for Noah and Elena? Like the background that this guy comes with is from the museum, and I feel like he's going to be hunting down Noah and Elena. Because if you don't know, in the trailer, Elena and Noah are running away from an explosion. Could be by this guy, could not, I don't know. Also, this guy doesn't come with any accessories, which is a huge bummer, because I feel like it should have came with like 4 of a type of gun. 4 copies of a type of gun that would fit into all his arms. I mean, that would be kind of cool. Oh well. And if you happen to have the accessories from the Last Night Berserker and the Studio Series Crowbar, then you can make this guy kind of look like General Grievous. And if you have both variations of the Studio Series Sideswipes, you could put all of their pistols on Freezer's hands. However, I think he should have came with his own accessory. But due to what he transforms into, I guess he was packaged as an accessory himself, I guess. I don't know, cause they said in the movie that this guy isn't gonna transform into anything, so yeah. Anyways, let's just get down to size comparison. Starting off, here we have Core Class Arcee, and then Bumblebee, Mr. Ai, Mainline Nightbird, Mainline Optimus, Battletrap, and lastly, Scourge. Holy smokes, Scourge is enormous compared to Freezer. You better watch out and you better do as he says, Freezer. He's gonna squish you like a bug. Anyways, let's just get down to articulation. Starting off, there's a little hinge joint over here connected with a ball joint, which allows this head to shift upwards, and it's kind of funny, but I think that's mainly used for transformation. Anyways, there's a ball joint for this guy's head, ball jointed shoulder, ball jointed elbow, no wrist swivel, and same thing applies for the other arm. Unfortunately, no waist swivel. But hey, legs can spread. Ball jointed hip, which allows the leg to move forward and backward. There's another ball joint over here, which I think is pretty unnecessary, because when you try to stand this guy and you're trying to like push down on him, yeah, that happens, where his whole leg falls in and it looks a little awkward. And lastly, ball joint at the feet. So yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Now let's get down to transformation. And holy cow, this guy turns into so much stuff. And it's all frustrating to get the tabs in. Anyways, you're going to open this whole section up. You're going to move the gun out and make sure it's out like that or whatever. Leave that open, close the head in like that. And make sure the gun is closed in all the way. And for the arms, you're going to rotate the front arm. And you're going to tab it onto this peg over here and make sure it's aligned properly in a way where it actually stands. Also, same process applies to the other side of the arm. And you just leave the legs out like this. Yeah, they don't tab into anything. So yeah, that's the first configuration of what this guy transforms into. A little turret. And you know what? I kind of like it. I like the way this looks. Also, you can fit the turret into any Transformer's hand that's like 5mm ports. However, it's a little annoying because the legs don't cooperate and you might be left with something like this. But it's supposed to be like this, or that. Yeah, whatever. And now let's change him into the configuration where he's a big old gun that you're supposed to hold with one hand. So anyways, that slot will peg into that tab over there, and then you're going to close in the feet on the knee. And then the same process applies for the other side. Line the two up like that, or whatever. You're going to want to untab the back arm, you're going to rotate it, and you're going to make sure it tabs into that slot, which is kind of hard to do. Hopefully I do it on camera. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Okay, make sure it is aligned properly, and then you come to the front arm, you're going to rotate it as well, and then this tab over here will connect into that slot. English. There we go. You do the same thing for the other side, and then you come down to the bottom where you'll open up the little peg hole. And yeah, there you have it. There you have this big old gun, which is very, very goofy looking. Anyways, you could put the gun on anyone's hand. I kind of recommend Scourge's hand because it looks a little cooler. However, the problem I have with this guy is that you can't really bend the shoulder, so yeah, this gun only works if you intend to utilize the arm as if you would a 5-point of articulation kind of figure. Hope that made sense, which probably did not. Looks to me like this gun creates a big explosion because it's a big looking gun. I wonder if getting rid of all the limbs creates more space. What do I know? I'm not gonna detach the limbs. And you know what? It's a shame we might not see anything like this in the movie. I kind of wish they'd because this alternate mode probably would have looked better in the movie. So as far as weapon storage goes for any figure in general, I don't know. But you know what I do know is that you could actually put the gun over here right behind Scourge. So what you're going to do is detach the arm from the other arm and then rotate the front arm, make sure it's aligned properly like that. Same thing for the other side. And lastly, there will be a tab over here that connects into that slot, and hopefully it stays in there. Thank you for staying in there. You do the same thing to the other side. Hopefully it tabs in there as well on camera. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Freezer's alternate mode also serves as a turret for Scourge's back in Scourge's alternate mode as well. Because why not? Scourge is definitely going to need a turret in case he's being chased by Optimus. It won't matter because he's still going to get slammed into that brick wall. Which I can't wait to see, and they actually have a poster of that. Well, the poster of Optimus Prime, and on the bottom of Optimus Prime is like a little picture of Prime in his alternate mode slamming into Scourge. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I had to say for this guy. Overall, I think he's a good figure. The only nitpicks I have about him is that he doesn't come with any accessories, and he has some loose joints throughout his limbs. But what he transforms into, and the type of stuff that he transforms into, I think those are pretty cool. Especially his little turret. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you liked this video, be sure to slam that like button, and maybe share this with your friends too. And if you don't want to miss another video, be sure to turn on post notifications, assuming they work. And most importantly, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. See ya!